What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to go over how to place orders on Tradovate. I've had a couple of people mention in my last videos that I go too fast, so I'm going to try and slow it down and keep it easy to follow in this video. I have made a full Tradovate tutorial, which I'll link in the description below. If you want to understand how to use the charts and the indicators and more of the features of Tradovate, I would direct you to that video. As in this video, we're going to focus on exactly just how to place orders on the DOM or on the chart. So one of the things that Tradovate is intuitive is if you don't have anything like this, for example, I'm going to close out of my DOM window. Maybe you just have a chart, some other things. You can hit the X to close it out. To add the DOM, which is the depth of market, you're going to come and click this plus sign, find the drop down, and you can drag it anywhere you want on the chart. I like to keep mine on the left, and you can type in the market you want to trade, like ES or NQ, and you can drag and drop like this, or drag it over. If you want to add two DOMs, you could certainly do that. You could put it right here. Maybe you want to have NQ and ES next to each other. Maybe you want to have them stacked like this. I don't do that, but you can do that, and you can drag it around how you want. So we'll talk about placing orders on the DOM first. So first I can hold shift and scroll up and down, and I can make this bigger or smaller. So I kind of keep it right here. And simply, if you come over to this bid and you want to place a buy, you can do that. You can close out, put in the X. If you want to change the quantity and you want to buy two, you can do that. If you decide you want to buy lower, it's very easy to drag and drop like so. And then if you want to change this, you can double click on it, and maybe you want to buy 5. Maybe you want to buy 1. You can do it that way. And then the same thing for the sell. You can come above, and you can double click it if you just want to keep adding in the increments that you have. So I can add 4 just by clicking it. And you want to exit and market cancel all, I can do that. You can buy market,
order filled,
and you can sell market
order
to get
filled.
in and out. Come to settings here, and I turn on show estimated P&L. So if you get in,
order filled,
shows you right here how much you're going to make per contract.
order
You can
filled,
exit by getting out like this. And then let's say you are wanting to buy the high, for example. So you can have an order waiting. I have like a right click or a double click on my laptop, and it's a stop order. So what this does, because if I were to just buy up here, if I just click it once,
order filled,
it's going to put me in as a limit. But if I
order
want to
filled,
wait for it to get up here and then buy, you can right click or double click, and you can go to settings, and you can change that right here, stop order, as a left click or a right click. And I believe you can go to the actual Tradovate settings preferences and edit it there. So same thing for the bottom. If you want to sell, you can put a limit sell. Now if I want to sell down here at 230 and I just click it,
order filled,
it's going to fill me at the current price. So I'll put a stop order,
filled,
and now if it comes down, it'll come into this and it'll fill me. You can also do it on the chart. This right here, you can buy market, sell
order
market.
filled,
You can
order
buy at the
filled,
bid, sell at the ask.
order filled,
You can exit out.
order filled,
I only just pretty much whatever buy market or sell market. And you can turn this area on and off by coming to settings, trade mode. I usually keep it off, but you can have it on there if you'd like. And then the next thing you can do is if trade mode is turned on, you can buy and sell on the chart. So if I turn this off for a second, if I click anywhere on the chart, nothing happens. So if you want to keep yourself from fat fingering it and getting into a trade by accident, I keep it off. If you turn it on, then now I can come here to 190 and I can either sell one stop, exit, or I can come down here and have my buy. And if you want to move it up or down, you can move it up or down like so. Same thing, I can come up here and sell, and I can move it up like so. And if I put it right here,
order filled,
there it is, selling me. Let me add this estimated P&L. Also on the NQ window, hold shift and resize it so I can see more of the things, more of the prices. And then now you can see how quickly or fast you can lose money. So that's pretty much the main ways to do it. I have a whole video on brackets, but I'll go over it here, I don't mind. So you come into settings, click this little settings gear, and you can show it in ticks, delta price value. I like to do delta price because this is going to essentially be ticks, points. So you can name this whatever you want. You can name this test bracket, and then you can pick your take profit. This would be 1 point. So if I want my take profit to be 10 points, I would do this. And I want my stop loss to be 8 points, I would do this. And you can make it a stop, stop limit, trail stop. To turn on the auto break even, you can turn this on. And this is essentially going to, at 1 point, it'll move your stop up to 0.5. So let me see if I can turn this on as an example. So once price has moved up 4 points, it'll automatically move your stop from -8 to -1, or to +1. Sorry, -8 to +1. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and just sell market here.
Order filled.
So actually, I'm sorry. Let me
Order
turn on
filled.
my test bracket, and I'm going to get in. Okay, so the auto break even's turned off because I'm on Top Step's sim account, so we can't use an example of auto break even. In my bracket video, which I'll post in the bottom, I go over the auto break even. If you really want to understand that, I will put the link in, but for now, we'll show the bracket. So if I get in,
Order filled.
you can see I have my orders right here, my buy and my sell, so this is where I'm in. There's my stop loss, and there's my take profit. There's my bracket, and I can always move these around. It won't affect this one. If I want to move this up, it'll do that. Like I want to move it up to break even. And then what happens is if it gets hit,
Stop filled.
it takes everything away. And I always exit market and cancel, right? If we're in,
Order filled.
if I X this out, my take profit is still there, right? So if I decide, and if I want to sell right here,
Order filled.
now it's got all these, it's got my bracket in place still, so you have to be careful about that. Now you have all these orders waiting and it looks weird, so I always exit at market and cancel all so that I don't do that. So if I'm in
Order filled.
and I want to sell, I'd have to turn this off. Now if I sell,
Order filled.
it'll get me out without putting new orders, but my brackets are still in place. So exit market and cancel. So just keep that in mind. If you have brackets on, the only way they cancel is if one hits. So if I cancel my take profit, this is still there.
Order filled.
But
Order filled.
if I move this up and I get
Stop
stopped
filled.
out, it's going to take away the top one. And then I always just get in the habit of exiting at market, because some of the times I've kind of been in
Order filled.
and I've like put a buy down here and then I've put a sell up here, and then I get out
Order filled.
and then look at all these orders that I have waiting, right? This gets super messy, and then you can end up, for example, here's an order, right? I just got out. I didn't have a position on. I have a bunch of brackets in, and because I got out, if I sell this one, this is an order from my bracket that was waiting that never got. Here, this one will work.
Order filled.
It's an order that counts, like right there. That's from my bracket. These are still orders that are waiting.
Order filled.
So what happens is, if this price comes down here, these things are going to get filled. So you got to hit exit market and cancel all, because if you start putting all these buys and all these sells and all these things here,
Order filled.
it's going to have it filled, and I've forgotten about it, gone away to go get coffee or go eat, and then I don't even realize I have orders waiting because I forgot, especially if you have like a wide bracket. So for example,
filled.
if I have like a 20 point or a 30 point take profit and a 15 point stop, and I get in,
Order filled.
and then I'm like, oh, I want to buy right here, or maybe I want to sell right here. These are way far out of the money, right? So if this one gets filled,
Order filled.
you have these orders getting out, you won't even realize it.
Order filled.
Make
Order
it more
filled.
clear. So like, let's say I get in, I go, oh, I want to get out, and then you click sell, and you get out.
Order filled.
And then you go, okay, I'm out of my position, I'm going to go make coffee. And you don't see it on your DOM right here, and you scroll down, you have all these orders way down here. waiting, and you have all these orders way up here waiting, and so I've forgotten about it, and then I'm in the other room and I hear order filled, and I go uh-oh, and I gotta run back. So get in the habit of hitting exit at market, cancel all on either of these planes. If you're not using brackets, the last thing, let's say you get in and you want to manually place your targets, you can place your take profit right there, and then you right click or double click, and now you have your stop in place. But if your stop hits, like so,
stop filled,
your sell is still up here because you're manually ordering them in. The brackets cancel each other out. When you put orders in, they are there until you cancel it. So you have to exit on market, cancel all. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is like the data. So you can see these numbers here. I'm going to ES so it's easier to... These numbers right here next to the DOM, these are level 2 orders waiting. So you see 23, 9, 10, those are limit orders waiting. If you're using a prop firm or even your own account, this is top of book data. You're going to have to come in to your subscriptions, and you're going to have to subscribe to level 2 market depth if you want to see all the orders. So for example, MotiveWave, this is my DOM on MotiveWave, which is another platform, which I'm using. It's a more advanced platform. And these are all the orders on this blue and the red and the pink right here. These are the buy and the limit sells. So if I scroll down, all the way down here, I can see all the limit orders waiting. And the smaller numbers are by size. So there's 544 contracts at 51.55 on ES waiting to be bought, but there's a one order for 500 contracts. So someone has 500 contracts waiting to buy, a bigger player. So these platforms, when you have market depth, you can see all the prices way down, and then all the way up here to the sells, limit sells. So there's a 25 lot order, a 50, a 40, a 40, a 70. This is market by order. This is not something that Tradovate's going to have. This is something on MotiveWave. I'm going to make a lot of material on MotiveWave soon, so if you're interested in keeping up to date with that, then go ahead and subscribe. But this is limit to orders, passive orders waiting. That's what it's going to show on the bid and the ask, but when you only have top of book, you only see the bid and the ask at the price. So you're only seeing one line. It's moving so fast you can't really make trade decisions off of it, like something like a more advanced DOM where you can really see how big the orders are at each price. There's 232 here, right at 52.20. Sells, there's 396 here at 52.40. So now I know that there's a lot of sellers at 52.40, so I can watch that area when price gets to it. Can't really do that on Tradovate. So contact your prop firm to see about getting level 2 market depth, or you can do it on Tradovate in the subscriptions panel, and you're going to have to make sure that you do it for the product you're trading. So there's different data feeds for gold and oil versus the indexes like NASDAQ and ES. They're going to be separate fees, separate costs. I would encourage you to do more research if you're not sure on that, but that's basically what those numbers are, and that's how the DOM works. You can kind of, not too much, but you can show the histogram. This is going to be volume transacted at each price. If you can, I have that on this DOM right here. This is my volume transacted at each price. It kind of shows more of like the histogram, right? So this was a high volume area, low volume area, high volume area. Tradovate, I don't think you can do it as well. I'll make it as big as I can. So there's your high volume area, low volume area. It's something that you can kind of use to see a profile similar to the profile here, where the higher volume has been trading at price, and then the thinner areas where price may move through quicker. And I think I've covered it all. Remember, go to last. So hopefully I've earned your like and your subscribe on this video. I hope I took it slower. And check out the other Tradovate videos if you're interested. And I will see you in the next one. Happy trading.